I wake up with stories stirring in my soul. Before the world intrudes, I listen to the quiet voice within me. That voice, gentle but persistent, whispers truths, characters, insights, and emotion, and I answer it with my pen. I am not just someone who writes, I am a writer, a vessel for vision, a sculptor of language, a translator of the unseen into words. Every day I write, I am laying bricks in the cathedral of my legacy. It may not be visible yet, it may not be published, but it is real. Every draft, every revision, every breakthrough, these are sacred acts of creation. I do not wait for inspiration. I create the conditions for it. I show up, I sit down, I begin. Because real writers write, whether they feel like it or not. Some days it flows, some days it fights me, but I keep going. Because I know the muse respects consistency. I do not need to be perfect, I need to be present. I do not fear the blank page, I welcome its potential. When my inner critic rises, I don't shrink. I respond with compassion. I remind myself, this is part of the process. Self-doubt is a companion on the road to mastery, not a signal to stop. When the words are clunky, I keep writing. When the plot feels lost, I explore deeper. When rejection arrives, I feel it, but I do not let it define me. Toni Morrison said, if there's a book that you want to read, but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it. And I am writing that book. I am telling the stories that ache to be told. I am birthing the ideas that the world needs. I honor the responsibility of the writer's role, to entertain, to enlighten, to heal, to question, to document, to remind others they're not alone in what they feel. Every sentence I craft sharpens my voice. Every rewrite deepens my craft. Every critique, every edit, every session, it all stacks. I read widely. I study the greats. But I do not compare. I extract inspiration. Because I know my voice is unique. My path is my own. Stephen King said, amateurs sit and wait for inspiration. The rest of us just get up and go to work. And I go to work, daily, devoted, deliberate. I don't chase trends, I write from truth. I don't imitate, I innovate. I am not afraid to be vulnerable on the page, because I know vulnerability is power in written form. The more I reveal, the deeper I connect. I am the kind of writer who finishes, who publishes, who ships, who doesn't hide behind endless polishing. Because I know, done is better than perfect. I am building a body of work I will be proud of, a shelf of stories, a vault of wisdom, a trail of transformation. I don't write for likes, I write for legacy. I don't write for validation, I write because I must. It is who I am. When people say, that changed me, it is because I had the courage to bleed honestly into my words. And that courage is what I train every day. I journal, I free write, I edit, I imagine. This is my mental gym. This is my daily devotion. J.K. Rowling was rejected dozens of times. Octavia Butler was told she would make it. George Orwell faced constant criticism, but they persisted because writers write, and so do I. There are people waiting to read the thing only I can write. There are lives waiting to be moved by my words, and I honor that calling by practicing relentlessly. I don't fear writer's block, I write through it. I don't wait to feel motivated, I move until motivation catches up. Ray Bradbury said, you only fail if you stop writing. And I do not stop. I write through fatigue, I write through fear, I write through distraction. Because I know my future is being formed in every writing session. My dream is being drafted, sentence by sentence. This is not a hobby, it's a holy practice. This is not a side passion, it's a soul mission. And I protect it, I set boundaries around it. I take it seriously. I have a vision of published books, of grateful readers, of standing ovations, of lives changed. And that vision pulls me forward, even when the path is slow, even when the doubt creeps in. Because I am building a career, not a moment, an impact, not a flash. I create writing rituals. I surround myself with inspiration. I track my progress. I celebrate the small wins. I affirm my writing matters, my voice matters, my words have weight. And I am not just writing, I am rewriting my own narrative, transforming insecurity into certainty, procrastination into persistence, fear into flow. This is how writers rise. This is how authors are born. This is how legacies are built. I am becoming the kind of writer people quote, the kind that gets studied, the kind that echoes through time. And it starts now, with these words, with this page, with this breath. This is MetaMind Mantras. Listen to this every day. Let it rewire your fear, reset your focus, and remind you you're already becoming.